Do you know what is a really important stage in our children's life? Toddlerhood.
Anna Marie Expert Parenting.
The years from around 1 to 3, from 1 to 3 years old are very important. This is a time of rapid growth and learning, and there's so much happening in our toddlers' brains and in their bodies. It's absolutely amazing. Understanding what our children need during this time can help them grow into confident, curious, and emotional healthy kids. But what are the most important things to keep in mind for child development in toddlerhood? First of all, encouraging independence. One of the biggest things happening during toddlerhood is that our children are learning to be more independent. Many of us have probably heard the phrase, terrible twos, the terrible twos. But this stage is really about our children discovering their ability to do things on their own. Toddlers want to explore the world and test their limits, which is a very good thing. It's important to give them opportunities to practice independence, like letting them try to feed themselves, put on their own shoes or clothes, or make simple choices like choosing between 2 different snacks. Giving toddlers a sense of control over small things helps build their confidence and sense of autonomy, which are key to developing a healthy sense of self. Toddlers also need boundaries. While they're exploring independence, they still need guidance and structure to feel safe. Setting clear and consistent boundaries helps toddlers understand what's okay and what's not, which is crucial for their emotional development. An important aspect is supporting emotional development. Toddlers are still learning how to manage their big emotions, which can sometimes lead to tantrums or meltdowns. These outbursts are normal during this stage. As toddlers don't yet have the language or self-control to express their feelings in other ways, this is the way they use. So it's absolutely normal. As parents, one of the most important things we can do is to help our children learn how to manage their emotions. And to do it well, we should stay calm. During tantrums, we need to stay calm. And we need to offer comfort when they need it. Toddlers who feel emotionally supported by their parents are more likely to develop a healthy emotional regulation as they grow. Instead of punishing our toddlers for a tantrum, we should help them identify their feelings by saying something like, I see you feeling frustrated because you can't have that toy right now. I understand you. Very calmly. Over time, our children will start learning how to deal with their emotions in a healthier way, and we'll be teaching them that all feelings are okay, even though the tough ones. Language development during this period. Language is one of the fastest areas of development during toddlerhood. Our toddlers are learning new words every day, and their ability to communicate is growing rapidly. Toddlers who are exposed to more language-rich environment tend to have better language skills later in life. We can support our children's language development by talking to them often, asking them questions, and reading together. Even if they don't respond with full sentences yet, they're soaking up everything we say. Narrating our day, describing what we are doing, and repeating words help them to learn. And it's the quality of interaction that matters more than just the quantity of words. So we should engage in meaningful conversations even if they are simple. A good point to take into consideration is encouraging play and exploration. Through play, they explore their surroundings, practice problem solving, and develop important social skills. Free and structured play is crucial for a child's cognitive, emotional, and physical development. We should offer our children plenty of opportunities to play, whether that's with toys, blocks, or even exploring outside. Let them lead the way and explore at their own pace. Is a great way to do this. Encouraging imaginative play where they can pretend to create stories is a wonderful thing to do. This kind of play helps toddlers develop creativity and critical thinking skills. At the same time, we can also introduce simple problem-solving games that match their development, and it's very, very good, like puzzles or building towers. This type of activities support cognitive growth and fine motor skills while keeping them engaged and curious. We can teach them the letters of the alphabet because even though they are not even able to speak, they are able to recognize the letters and to read. The most important thing for them to be able to read is that the words need to be of a large size, like A3. And it's great because then we capture our attention. On an A3 paper, we can write with black letters the words, and then it's very easy to identify them. And little by little, we can reduce the size. So papers, more or less, as I say, of a horizontal A3 paper. As we say, the most important thing for them to be able to read is that the words need to have a large size, and then they get involved. This way, we can form sentences and let them crawl to find the words by themselves, or we can present them to be able to choose. And then we realize that it's a highly exciting process. When my son Glenn was at that age, we went to visit a beautiful temple at our city of Barcelona. And the name is the Sagrada Familia that was designed by the architect Antonio Gaudí. When we arrived there, we went to the park right in front to be able to have a very clear entire view of the temple. And then I took all the stuff that I prepared and I said to him, "Look, Glenn, this, it says Sagrada Familia, Antonio Gaudí, Barcelona." And then I said, and here we have a photo of La Sagrada Familia. And here we have a black and white picture of La Sagrada Familia. And here we have a colorful picture of La Sagrada Familia. And here we have a little sculpture of La Sagrada Familia. Look how nice. It's a real sculpture. And here in front of us, we have the real Sagrada Familia. Glenn listened to me for a moment and then started looking at another direction. And I asked him if he had understood what I had said, and his response was very clear. Of course I understood. But look at the pigeons over there. They are flying. They're so beautiful. He caught the message. He clearly caught the message and then continued with his own process of discovery and exploration, as it's really typical at this age. It was funny and great and a beautiful lesson for me. Another aspect. Let's talk about social skills and relationships. Toddlers are also starting to learn how to interact with other people, which is the foundation of social skills. During toddlerhood, children begin to understand concepts like sharing, taking turns, and empathy. And they do it through these skills, and they take their time to fully develop. And this is absolutely clear and natural. One way to help our children build social skills is by offering opportunities for parallel play, where they play next to another child, even if they are not directly interacting. Over time, this type of play evolves into more cooperative play and interaction. It's also helpful to model positive social behaviors like sharing, saying please and thank you, and showing kindness. Toddlers who learn positive social skills very early in their life tend to have better relationships with peers and fewer behavioral problems as they grow older. Now, let's talk about nutrition and physical activity. As our toddler grows, nutrition and physical activity become even more important. Toddlers are developing rapidly, so they need a balanced diet with plenty of nutrients. This is why we should offer a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and proteins to support their growth. It's also normal for toddlers to be picky eaters at times. This is absolutely normal. So we shouldn't worry too much if they go through phases of refusing certain foods. We can keep offering healthy options and they'll eventually come around. Patience. Toddlers also have a lot of energy, so we should make sure they have plenty of opportunities for physical activity. Running, climbing, and jumping are all great ways for toddlers to build their muscles and develop coordination. Regular physical activity in early childhood supports both physical health and brain development. Another aspect is sleep and routine. Sleep is still crucial for our toddlers' development. At this age, toddlers typically need 14 hours of sleep, including naps. A well-rested toddler is more likely to have better mood regulation, cognitive function, and overall well-being. Having a consistent bedtime routine helps toddlers wind down and know what to expect. This might include things like reading a book, telling them a story, brushing teeth, and singing a lullaby, for instance, before going to bed. A predictable routine not only helps with sleep, but also gives toddlers a sense of security. And now, patience and flexibility, always there. Finally, one of the most important things to remember as parents during toddlerhood and always is to practice patience and flexibility. Toddlers are learning so much in a short amount of time, and this stage can be challenging for both parents and children. It's normal for our toddlers to push boundaries, test limits, and sometimes resist our guidance. That's part of their growth process. While it's important to stay consistent with rules and boundaries, it's equally important to remain flexible and compassionate. Toddlers thrive when their parents are both nurturing and firm. So, being patient during difficult moments helps toddlers feel understood and secure, which fosters healthy emotional and social development. Conclusion: toddlerhood is an exciting and sometimes challenging stage for development. By encouraging independence, supporting emotional growth, fostering language development, providing opportunities for play, teaching social skills, ensuring proper nutrition and sleep, and practicing patience, we are giving our children everything they need to grow into a happy, healthy, and confident little person. Remember, these early years are all about building the foundation for a lifelong learning and emotional well-being. Every small thing we do, whether it's listening to our children playing together or offering comfort, helps them develop into the best version of themselves. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe for more content. Love, joy, and respect always. See you next time.
Anna Marie Expert Parenting.